Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a full face of first impressions. I created this somewhat festival inspired makeup. The video that I'm about to film, I'm actually doing like a bit of a festival inspired hairstyle as well. But yeah, that's why I haven't really done anything with my hair today. I've just chucked it up in a ponytail, so sorry about that. It's a little bit boring, a little bit of a mess, but I am actually really stoked with how the makeup came out. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking when you're doing a full face of makeup with products you've never tried before. So I'm really happy that it turned out like this. All of the products are pretty good, so if you would like to see my full face of first impressions and how I created this look here, then please keep watching. Alright, so I'm kind of going into this video with like an idea of what kind of look I want to do, even though it is going to be a full face of first impressions. I want the makeup to turn out kind of like festival makeup because I'm filming a video after this that is very festival inspired, so I kind of want that makeup to go along with the video, if that makes sense. So for now, I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. This is something that I've been doing recently. I don't usually start off with my brows, but I watched Chloe Murillo's video from the masterclass that she went to with Makeup by Ariel, and one of the tips that he said in his masterclass was if you do your brows first on fresh skin, they will last longer. Makes sense. Why didn't I think of it sooner? So I am going to start off with brows. So the brow product that I've got to try out today is the MAC Lingering Eyebrow Crayon. I actually visited the Pro store in Paddington in Sydney a few weeks ago, and they sent me home with a bunch of products, which was so lovely of them. They actually used it on me on the day, but I haven't had a chance to use it on myself. It's just a little wind-up crayon, which I love. Okay, well the tip of the pencil just broke off, so let's wind up a little bit more. I won't wind up as much this time. I am really rough when I do my brows though, because I've got them microbladed. I feel like I can never see the product, so I guess that was kind of my fault because I do go in with a pretty heavy hand. Does this have... see, okay, this is the one thing I don't like about this pencil. It doesn't have a spoolie brush on the other end, so you can't brush through your brows as you're going, and I usually like to do that. So I think I've got a spoolie brush. I do! I got one out for this video because I wasn't sure if I'd need it. I always like to brush the product through my brows as I'm going. I feel like it just kind of makes it look a bit more natural and distributes the product nice and evenly throughout the brow. So I kind of wish that this pencil did have a spoolie on the end of it. I do like the color of it. It's very similar to what I usually use on my brows. If anything, it's a little bit more warm toned. Okay, so I just finished off the other brow off camera quickly. I don't love that brow pencil. I had to wind it up so many times in the process of doing my brows just then, and it's kind of hard to wind up. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys on camera, but it's like a clicky wind up thing. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's very frustrating. Like you have to hold it there and there to be able to actually like wind it and click it. Sounds like I'm complaining about the smallest thing, but as you're going and like just doing your brows, you don't want to have to keep going back and having to wind it up again. So I don't hate it, but it was just a little bit frustrating to use compared to what I'm used to for my brows. So I've got this little Hourglass Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. I'm just going to run that through my brows. I've never used this before, but I do like all of Hourglass's products that I've tried so far, so I'm sure this is going to be nice. The brush is kind of weird. You guys see like the spoolie is kind of, I don't know, it's not as even as a spoolie usually is. Like the top side, like the bristles are a lot longer, so I'm assuming you use maybe the top side to run through your brows. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try that out. I don't know, the spoolie is really nice to work with, and it does actually run through the hairs really nicely. It's made them look a little bit more natural because it's kind of like emphasized each little hair, which is really cool. And I can feel it setting already, so feels pretty good. I don't really know what else to say about a brow gel. So now I'm just gonna quickly jump off camera and carve my brows out and prime my eyelids with Tarte Shape Tape. Obviously I've used Shape Tape before, so I'm gonna jump off camera and do that quickly, and then we'll come back and get started on eyeshadow. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in now so that you can see eyeshadow a little bit better. To start off with, I'm going in with the NARS Wanted palette. I have heard incredible things about this, so I'm really excited to try it out. I'm going to start off with this shade here, which I believe is called, this is difficult. The names are on the back, but they're like upside down and back to front. Oh my god, I don't know how this works. I'm not gonna bother with names, so I'm gonna go in with this shade here and set my eyelids down with that one. I really like that color. It's like the perfect base color. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this shade here and run that through my crease with my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I'm bringing that from outer corner all the way through to the inner corner. I want this to kind of be like a really smoked out look, so I'm bringing it up towards my brow bone as well, and then blending it out towards the tail of my brow. I'm just going back in and just building it up. I want it to be like a really, really smoky look. So I'm just gonna keep going back in until I'm happy with how it looks in the crease. I don't know what it is, but I always have trouble blending my eyeshadow right here. It's like the skin there is so much drier than the rest of my eyelid. It always grabs. I don't know if you guys can see, but it just doesn't blend as well ever, like ever, ever, ever. So frustrating. Alrighty, now I'm gonna go in with this darker, this darker brown shade here and run that through my crease. I'm gonna kind of pack it a little bit more precisely into the crease and then blend it out. Again, just going back in and kind of packing it on, then blending, and so on and so forth until I'm happy with how it looks. And then I'm just gonna go back in with my tapered E40 brush and blend out the edges just to make sure that it's all nice and soft. I don't want there to be any harsh lines between the colors that I'm using. These colors blend out so nicely. So next I'm gonna go in with this matte red kind of burgundy shade, and I'm using that on my Zoeva 227 Soft Definer brush. I'm gonna focus this more towards my outer corner and then blend it in towards the center of my crease. And I'm just gonna continue going back in with my E40 blending brush just to blend it all together and make sure there's no harsh lines. The shadow isn't working as well as the other shadows in the palette. I find that I'm having to pack it on quite heavily, and then as soon as I blend, it all kind of blends away and starts looking a bit patchy. You guys see what I mean? I don't know if it's showing on camera, but it's definitely not working out as easily as the other shades were. I feel like we're getting there, but I'm just having to go back in and pack on a lot more than I expected I would have to, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. I feel like the brown shadow in my crease has turned somewhat purple, which is really, really strange. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that now, so I'm just gonna work with it. I'm just not loving this red shade. I thought I was going to really like it, but it's not performing the way that I was hoping it would. I'm getting a little bit frustrated with it, and I think that is as good as it's gonna look at the moment, so I need to move on to the next step. Alrighty, so next up I'm taking this shade here and I'm going to put that on the inner third of my eye. This is just gonna add a little bit of sparkle. This is actually a really pretty color. I'll show you guys. See that? So beautiful. And what I'm actually gonna do is apply it with my finger because I get better payoff with my finger. I'm not being super, super precise with this, only because we can easily go and clean it up in a second, and I'll show you why. And this red shade is really, really annoying. No matter how much I pack it on, as soon as I start blending another shadow into it, it just disappears. And then what I'm gonna do is go in with a little bit of this shade here, just on the center of my eyelid to help connect the red and that glittery shade. That red shade literally just disappears. So frustrating. So I'm just constantly going back in with my E38 brush just to buff the edges to make sure they're nice and seamless. I know it looks like a little bit of a mess at the moment because of all the fallout and stuff. Once we clean it up and put foundation on and lashes and all of that, it will look a bit more put together. But at the moment, I'm still actually, considering that red shade has given me so much grief, I still really like how this has turned out. Alright, so I'm just taking a little bit of Garnier Micellar Water on a makeup pad, and I'm just gonna clean up my under eye area and get rid of all this fallout because at the moment it kind of looks like I have a black eye. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream just underneath my eyes. Because I wiped them with the micellar water, they've gone a little bit dry, so I'm just going to rehydrate them with my eye cream. And then to add a little bit more glitter to the eye, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the color Midnight Cowboy. Again, I have used this before, but because I'm trying to make this a bit more festival inspired, I'm just going to quickly cut the crease with this and bring it from the inner corner to about the center of my eyelid. And this also helps to actually clean up the eyeshadow. So this glitter in here, which is coming up into my crease, this will kind of neaten that up, if that makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to leave it there for the eyes at the moment and move on to my foundation. To prime my skin, I'm going in with this NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. I've never used this before, but I have heard really good things about it. It says on the back, treat your skin to this velvety oil-free primer, feels lighter than a cloud and leaves skin looking and feeling divine. It does feel really, really soft, like super, super soft. I feel like it's hydrated my skin as well, like it was kind of thick, but in like a really soft way. Does that make any sense? Primers are like really hard to give like a first impression on because it's kind of about how they wear underneath foundation. So at the moment it feels great. So next up I'm gonna go in with this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter Youth Glow. I was so intrigued by this when the PR package arrived. I wasn't sure if it was like a foundation or a primer. I didn't really understand what it was, but I've seen a few people wear it underneath foundation and it gives them like the most beautiful luminous glow. I've seen people use it as a highlighter. I've seen people use it without any other products, like just this glow. And from what I've seen, it makes everyone's skin look incredible. So I'm really excited to try this out. I think you can even mix it in with your foundation if you want to, but I am just going to kind of use it as a primer underneath my foundation just to add a luminous glow to my face. It's weird because it's kind of like a tan color, but when you blend it out, the color kind of disappears and it turns into a glow. I don't even really know how much to apply. Like, is this too much? Probably. All right, so I'm just gonna work that into my skin with my hands. Oh wow, it's so much thicker than I thought. Kind of has a strange smell to it. I don't know what you would call it. It kind of has like the same consistency as a moisturizer. That's so weird. I mean, look at my skin. Like, it's made my skin look so glowy. It feels really hydrating. Like I said, it feels like a moisturizer. So it kind of feels like I've just prepped my skin with a really, really glowy moisturizer. Wow. So for foundation today, I'm going to be trying out the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade Fiji. I got this PR package months ago and I haven't tried it yet. I've just been keeping it in my drawers, waiting for the chance to film a first impression on it. So I thought I'd include it in today's video. Again, I've heard really good things about this foundation. I am a huge fan of all of the NARS foundations, so I'm sure that I will like this. Okay, I don't really know how much I need at the moment, so I'm just gonna start off with a few little pumps and I'm just gonna blend it in with my beauty blender. I covered that blemish pretty well. It's got really nice coverage. Like, I feel like that's pretty full coverage. All right, I need to put a few more pumps on the back of my hand. The pumps are really small, so I've probably gone in with like 5 or 6 pumps now. It looks super, super radiant, but that could be because of the youth glow underneath. One thing's for sure, my skin feels so hydrated right now, like ridiculously hydrated. All right, well, I'm gonna move on to concealer now. Unfortunately, why did I just slap my hand? Unfortunately, I don't have any new concealers other than this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Breakout Concealer. So I'm gonna try this out on this breakout here and just see how good the coverage is. It says it's a full coverage treatment concealer. It's got tea tree oil in it, which I'm actually really excited about because tea tree oil is really great for things like acne and breakouts. So it's kind of like a skincare product and makeup product in one. So I'm just going to test that out on this breakout here, and then I'm going to conceal my under eyes with my Shape Tape like I usually would, because yeah, I don't have any new concealers at the moment to try. Oh, that's cool. So that's like a doe foot applicator. That's not what I was expecting in like from a little bottle like this. It's really cute. Wow, this is like the perfect color for me at the moment. That's so good. All right, so I'm just gonna blend it in with my beauty blender. Not bad. Like, not bad at all. That breakout is really crazy at the moment, so I'm not really expecting it to just like disappear, but it has definitely neutralized. Like, there's so much redness and darkness in it at the moment, so the fact that you can't really see any of the redness anymore is a really good sign. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly go in with my Shape Tape and conceal my under eyes. So I'm going to do a little bit of cream contouring today. The product that I have to try out for this is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. Apparently, Makeup by Ariel loves using this to cream contour. I've had this in my drawer for so long and the colors have kind of put me off, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the contour shade looks super, super dark, and then this, I believe, is like a highlighting shade, but it's pretty much white. So I just have been too scared to use this. I'm going to try it out today and hopefully it doesn't look insane on my skin, because yeah, the shade just looks so, so dark. God, it's like scaring me. I don't know if I want to put this on my face. My makeup's going pretty well so far, like I don't want to ruin it, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm just gonna go in with my Zoeva 233 cream shader and pick some of this up on the brush. And then just draw a line under my cheekbones and maybe around my forehead as well. I'm just gonna start with that for now. I'm like, I don't know why I'm so nervous for this product. It blends out really nicely. Okay, what the hell? That's so pretty. Why was I scared to use this? What the heck? Oh my god, I wish I'd been using this sooner. I'm so annoyed at myself. I've had this for so long and it's just been sitting in my drawers. And I didn't want to part ways with it because it's like, it's Tom Ford. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have many Tom Ford products. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of it around the perimeters of my face as well. And a little bit down my nose to contour too. Amazing. Amazing, so amazing. These freaking baby hairs would just get out of my way. Get out of my life. I do not want you here. Like, look at that. I barely touched that and it's blended. Beautiful. Amazing. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish I'd used it sooner. Alright, so now I'm going to set my under eyes. This is the Makeup Revolution Ghost Finish Luxury Baking Powder. Again, I've never used this before. Obviously, I'm filming a first impression. Why do I feel the need to say that after every product? Anyways, I haven't actually really heard anyone else talking about this product, so I don't know what to expect. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of that powder out into the cap of the product. All right, there we go. That should be enough. Oh God, I'm so nervous for this. What if this ruins my whole entire look so far? I hope not. All right, let's go in and do this thing. So I'm just putting my beauty blender into the cap. Oh, wow. That's so bright. Okay, wow. I don't know if this is a good idea, but it's too late now. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna apply any more. I'll leave it on for a few minutes and then wipe the excess away, and hopefully I don't look like Flashback Mary. Alright, so while I'm waiting for the baking to do its thing, I'm going to go in with the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Medium Golden. I picked this up when I was at the Pro store a few weeks ago, and one of the makeup artists at the store actually said to me that this is like a more natural version of the Studio Fix powder, which I really, really like. The only thing I don't like about Studio Fix is how kind of matte and cakey it can look your face, is how matte and cakey it can make your face look when you put it over the top of liquid foundation. So she said that this is a much more natural way of setting your foundation. So I'm gonna give it a go today. And I'm just taking that on my MAC 135S brush. I'm not really sure like what's going on. It looks like it's yellow based powder in the pan, but on my skin it's kind of making my skin go a bit pink base. Uh-oh. Have I just ruined my makeup? It's definitely not making my skin look matte, which is what I don't like about the Studio Fix powders. You guys know I like a really radiant base, and this is keeping my skin looking radiant and dewy, so she was definitely right about that. I just feel like maybe it's gone a little bit pink on my skin. The camera isn't really picking it up, but in person I feel a lot more pink than I did before I put that powder on, which is really, really strange. Alright, so I'm gonna wipe away the bake now because I don't want to leave it on for too long. Like this, it's so bright, it's kind of like scaring me. So I'm gonna just wipe it away with this MAC 137S brush. It's not doing anything. I'm gonna try a denser brush. You can literally see the shape of where the powder was sitting. Like it's coming off, you can literally see exactly where the powder was sitting. Oh my gosh. What have I done? It's okay, I think I can fix this. Okay, I'm just going to break the rules of a first impression video quickly and grab my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and use the banana powder underneath my eyes just to kind of mesh everything together, because at the moment I look so stark, and you can literally see exactly where that baking powder was sitting. So I've just got my Kat Von D palette here. I'm actually gonna go in with a mixture of these two shades and blend that underneath my eye to hopefully make it look a little bit less crazy. Alright, that's a little bit better. This is helping a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go in and finish off my eyes now. So I'm going to switch to my Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette, and I'm actually going to go in with this gorgeous blue shade here called LCW, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. This is going to hopefully add like a really, really nice pop of color to this look. So I'm just picking some of that up on my Sigma E30 pencil brush. Holy moly, it's in my eyeball. That's so pigmented. Like super, super pigmented. And I got it in my eyeballs, oh my god! Like a whole bunch of shadow just fell straight into my eye as soon as I applied it then. Alright, and then I'm just going to take my Sigma E36 brush. This has got a little bit of the red shade left over from when we were doing our eyes before. And I'm just going to run that underneath just to blend that blue out a little bit and smoke it out. I haven't picked up any more of that red shade. I'm just kind of using what's left over on the brush from before. I feel like the blue has just added like a super festival kind of vibe. I am digging that. That looks sick. So I'm going to line my waterline now with this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Deep End. Wow, that just like glides on so easily. Wow, that's a really beautiful formula. So easy to use. It's really creamy and it just like glides on and it's so pigmented. All right, now it's time for mascara. So the mascara that I'm gonna try today is this Tom Ford Shutter Lash Mascara. I always have to curl my lashes before I apply mascara because I have the straightest lashes ever. I really like the wand. It like separates the lashes really, really nicely. And I feel like it's not applying like a whole lot of product at once, which I actually like because it means you can go in and build up the product So for falsies today, I'm actually taking these Nakia Joy Cosmetics lashes. The name of this style is actually Erin. So I felt like it was definitely fitting. I had to use these in today's video. I actually really like the style of them. They're really wispy and fluffy, so I think they'll look really good with this eye look. I'm not going to do any eyeliner, so I wanted to go for a style of lashes that didn't have a thick band, so I think these will be perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of glitter, which I'm so freaking excited about. I've got this glitter from the brand In Your Dreams. I did get this one from Mecca and I've never used it. It's like a chunky glitter. It's got really, really fine glitter specks in it, as well as some stars and stuff like that. I don't know if you can really see, but yeah, I'm gonna take some of this on my inner corner. I'm gonna try and get more of the fine glitter and a few stars for my inner corner, and then I'm gonna try and get just some stars and I'm gonna place them on the tail of my brow, like just above the tail of my brow. I'm using my Too Faced glitter glue to stick them down. And then slowly but surely pick up the glitter and place it in there. Oh, that's so pretty! Alright, now let's see how we go with applying these stars. Oh, that one worked. I honestly wasn't sure if this would work. I feel like they're so subtle, but like in certain lights you can just see them. That's what I like it doesn't look too full on. I did them a little bit uneven, but I don't even care. I don't even care. My battery's about to die, so before I do any other steps, I'm gonna plug it in and charge it, have some lunch, and then I'll come back and we'll finish this off. So I am back. I've had some lunch and my camera battery's charged a little bit. I'm hoping that it gets me to the end of this video. So I'm gonna finish off our base now. The bronzer that I'm gonna try out is this MAC Give Me Sun. So many people have like talked about this and raved about this. I personally have never tried it. So here goes. I'm gonna use this with my MAC 135S brush and just add a little bit of like contour and warmth to my skin. Okay, it looks really pigmented, so I'm just tapping some off. Whoa, that is really pigmented and kind of orange. I do like how it looks though. Like, it's orange, but in like a bronzy way. Does that make any sense? Like, it literally looks like you're in the sun, which I guess is why it's called MAC Give Me Sun. Alrighty, now for highlight, I'm gonna go in with this Hyper Real Glow palette from MAC. These look insanely, insanely good. So I think I'm gonna go in with the middle color. I don't know if they have shade names. Anyways, I'm gonna stick with this center color here and highlight the high points of my face. Actually, I think I'm gonna mix the first two. Change my mind. Okay, that's really pretty. I really like that. I'm also gonna bring some of that down my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. And to stick with the glowy gold theme, I'm going in with the new Gold Rush blush from Benefit. This is really, really beautiful. It's a light pink, it's a light pink blush with kind of like gold specks and gold reflex in it. I'm hoping that the gold isn't like super intense when I put it on my skin. I don't think it will be. I swatched it on my hand and it looks like a really nice blush color. I'm just gonna use the same MAC 135S brush. I think most of the gold specks are just sitting on top of the pan. Oh my God, it smells amazing. I didn't even realize the smell until now. That actually looks really pretty. It's not too gold at all. I think it was just kind of for show. They put a lot of the gold specks on the top because now that I've put my brush into it, you can see the difference there. It's more of like that pinky color. Yeah, that is really pretty. I like that. I was a little bit worried, but I do like that. God, my hair looks crazy. For lips today, I'm going to take this new Kat Von D Studded Kiss Cream Lipstick in the shade Ophelia. Ophelia? I don't know. I'm just sticking to a nice wearable color today just because the eyes are kind of like the star of the show. So we're going to keep it simple and nude for the lips. This is so pigmented. Like pigmented and super creamy. It's a really nice color. Now it's time to finish off the whole entire look. So I've got a setting spray here which is new to Urban Decay. It is the All Nighter Pollution Protection Setting Spray. Sounds interesting because it says it is an environmental defense. I don't actually know what that means, but it sounds like it would be good for festivals because environment at a festival, makeup, you know what I mean? Like I feel like, I don't know, I think you guys know what I mean. This could work. So I'm just gonna spritz my face with this. You guys know I love my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is the All Nighter Pollution Protection, so I'm sure I'm gonna love this as well. It smells really similar to the other All Nighter Setting Spray, which is not nice. Okay, so that is the finished makeup look. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. You guys seem to really enjoy when I do a full face of first impressions. So yeah, if you enjoyed this one as well, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well if you are new. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Loose powders are so messy to work with, but I can tell I'm about to get a mouthful of powder. So the brow product that I've got to try out, why can't I get the film off? Just say you feel away.